Okay, looks just like last year. Kinda. All right, it's Friday around, I don't know, 11. So it's been open about an hour. And yeah, I don't even know where to go first. So we're just gonna go try and get lost and find some comics. Let's go. All right, guys. First comic book booth sighting. We'll come back. Still just making the rounds here. All right. Oh, more comics. Here we go. I like the white pages. Yeah, you've got a lot. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Well. Hate to even look. Nice.
Second highest graded.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
We have a few more copies too, lower grade. Hey man, good luck with everything, okay? Take it easy.
Huge setup here. Huge wall. All right, let's look closely at some stuff here. You guys have a huge booth as well. Look at all these people here. Oh. Sorry, just trying to look at all the great stuff here. Great wall. It goes on to more and more. All right, guys, we've been looking through lots and lots of booths, and I took some video, not a ton. A little bit of wall footage, some individual books I'm looking for, and lots of amazing books, right? Lots of amazing books with amazing prices as well. Unfortunately, amazingly high. But not with everyone, so we'll see. I've got my eyes on a few. I've not bought one thing yet. So I decided to walk around the artist and creator area just for the heck of it. Take a little break. Head back to some booths. What's going on up there? Oh, it's like a cafe area. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. All right. So, pretty good for a Friday, I would say, crowd-wise. This is how I like it. Still room to breathe. It's still super busy, though. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be here tomorrow for a little bit, and I know that's going to be kind of crazy. That's going to be a lot of work. But anyway, Fridays are always the best, in my opinion. All right, let's keep going. Issue number 2, white pages. Sorry for the glare. Alright, here's the PSA line for submissions, comics, whatever else. Walk right up. Let's go see what the CGC line looks like. Alright, some of my favorites, the Reese Brothers. Booth busy as usual. Alright, Comic Connect, Metropolis Comics. There's the man right there. They always have absolutely amazing stuff. We'll take a look here a little bit later. Alright guys, get myself into some trouble here.
There's a good Wonder Woman.
Very nice. $199. $200. It's nice as well. Wolverine. All right, you can't have a Comic-Con without a Lego minifigure booth.
Thanks for making all these.
So many figures. All right, finally made it back to the Reese Brothers booth. Guys, check out the stuff that they have. Always insane. Well, look at that. 9.8, Rides HR, DC. Some Mooching Hour. Got my eyes on those. Your choice of Submariner #1. Huge keys everywhere. And I do like these Crico Horror Witch's Tales as well. And of course, they always have boxes and boxes of stuff. Look at that. Hundreds of slabs, thousands of books. This is the first time I've been able to get in here and look at some stuff because their booth has been packed. So let's see. Swamp Thing, Unexpected. Weird Mystery Tales. Oh, see ya. All the Bronze Age horror stuff. Doesn't last long. They've got a ton. Spend 2 hours at this booth.
It's just hard, like, for the last 4 years when the market was down, like, everyone like, goes to the last sale. And now that the market's swinging, they want to use 12 months. Like, when I totally get it, I would do the same thing. But, like, I do think, too, it's like, that's, like, fair price.
Clean copy. Lots of clean copies here. Got a little ding up there, but solid everywhere else. All right, let's go over to Batman. This guy's all these 10 centers. Skip all the.
That's nice. Like, I don't have another one, and I don't know when I'll get the next one.
That's a great cover. All right. Oh, look at this guy here. We know that guy. Michigan Man. All right, we are at the great Dale Roberts booth. And I laugh because if you've seen his booth before, you know he has amazing stuff. So I'm not going to scan all of it because it would take an hour. Here's a sample. Great raws, great slabs. I mean, look at this booth, guys. Look at this booth. Look at all these boxes he's got. And he's got so much high-grade raw as well in these boxes. And then hundreds of more slabs as well. Great stuff. There's the man. All right, found some Charlton. Nice grades. Add it up, see the damage. Thompson. All right, guys, we are at the famous or infamous Red Hood Comics booth. Again, amazing booth. I mean, I can't show everything, but I will show how organized it is. Arguably the most organized booth at the show. There he is over there. So much great stuff. And I just bought some of it. That's what I do. I buy comics and then I ask if I can get a video of their booth. Seems to work out. But look at that. Everything labeled. It's my jam. So, great stuff as always. Red Hood. Alright, so this is not a fair comparison because there aren't a ton of people at the CGC booth, but it's at the end of the night, whereas when I went to the PSA booth, it was like right in the middle of the day, right? So, regardless, it's not like overflowing here, but at the end of the day, I think this is what it's usually like. So, alright, not vastly different from PSA, but it is what it is. Spidey. Alright, thank you for partying with us. Alright, we are exiting. We are done. I'm exhausted. Time to leave. And go figure out how much damage I did to the bank account. Alright, it was a good day.
Come in close.
The DJ is packed up for the night. People are starting to leave. Here we go. All right, guys, we're back. I only stayed for Friday. I ended up driving home that night. So that it was enough, trust me. And I had some other stuff I really wanted to get back done. So I was really deciding throughout the afternoon, was I going to stay for another day at C2E2 or not? But decided to come home. And I'm going to show you stuff I got. But let me talk about the show for a minute here. And we've angled the camera a little differently because over this way, with what you can see a little bit of the wall, our claim sale wall, we're doing some work over there and getting some things done before the next claim sale. So now you're looking over this way, kind of at our lounge area. So the show overall, great. And I want to compare this to the video I did last week about the Pittsburgh comic book show. So what I said last week was that show in Pittsburgh was 100% comics. Every single table in there, almost 100 tables worth of comic books. And I made the comparison to big Comic-Cons like C2E2, where Comic-Cons these days are hardly anything but comic books. And true to form, right? No surprise, C2E2, there were maybe 20% of everything in there was comic book booths. All right. But I will say this. There have been some other videos lately from some other content creators about Comic-Cons who have said it's really hard to buy comic books at big Comic-Cons these days. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a different take. And here's my thought. So while big Comic-Cons like C2E2 don't have a majority of comic book booths in there, right? A small percentage, right? 20%, maybe even 10%. Because the show is so big, you still have a ton of comic book vendors there. And some of the biggest ones in the country. I will say the biggest vendors in the country. And with that comes a couple things. First of all, big price tags, yes, but also big books. And while I am rarely in the market for going to a show and buying a huge key, right? It's very rare I do something like that. You see what I buy, right? I buy a bunch of smaller books, but books that I know people like, books that I know that I can clean and press and make into a better grade, and then sell at my claim sales or on eBay or wherever. So that's what I'm into. So when I go to these Comic-Cons and I go to these big dealers, a lot of them have books that you cannot find other places, and they may have big price tags on them. But when you're talking about filler books and Bronze Age horror books, and like I said, Silver Age filler books, you can find grades in those books that you can't find at some of these other shows, right? Some of the other smaller comic book shows. So I'm going to show you a lot of books that I got, and you're going to see some of those price tags. And even though I didn't pay those prices, still, you're paying a premium to get books in grades that you can't find in other places. You may only be able to find them in kind of beat up condition or, low grade, maybe mid grade. Hard to find some of these books in higher grades. So you pay a little bit of a premium, but I really, really enjoy going to these big booths and looking through these boxes and finding stuff you just can't find at other shows. Either you can't find the book or you can't find them in the grades you want. So my take, again, is that these big Comic Cons are still extremely good for going through the bins. Yes, a lot of wall books are extremely overpriced, but not all of them. Not all of them, you guys. I got a few wall books. I think I only bought 1 or 2 CGC books, although I don't have those in the pile that I'm going to show you today. And everything else was raw. Some of the raws came off the wall, but a lot of them came through the boxes. So I feel it's still great. C2E2, amazing opportunity to go through boxes and find the books you're not going to find other places. So that's my take. All right. So with that, again, I only stayed 1 day, but it was enough. It was a lot of work. Long day for me. I drove all the way out there 5 hours in the morning, 5 hours. It's almost 6 hours on the way back. So got home kind of middle of the night, but it's okay. I'm not young, but I'm young enough where I can still do that and get away with it. All right. So I love the show. It was great. Let's get into the books I got. Here we go. First things first, I'm going to show you some superhero books. And then you know what I'm going to show you after that. I'll let you guess, but I think you know. All right. So I didn't get a whole lot of these books, but I found some good Fantastic Four books. Issue 46, first appearance of Black Bolt. Issue 47, just because it was in pretty darn nice grade. All right, not a big key. Silver Surfer cover, issue 50, always a book that is very, very liquid that people are looking for. 51 with Ben Grimm on the cover, again, nice condition. 55, another Surfer cover, Battling the Thing, great cover people are looking for. Issue 74, really nice grade. Pay the price for this, but a nice Galactus cover with Silver Surfer on it. And then a couple X-Men books. So issue 25, which might be VF condition, maybe a little higher. I'm sorry, VF plus. So like 8.5, maybe a 9.0. And then this one looks to be in about near mint minus condition, issue 21. So a couple early X-Men books. Just really, really nice condition. Big price tag. And even though I didn't pay that price, whoops, it's over here. Still paid a lot for it, but worth it. Hard to find those in high grade. All right, that's it for superhero. And now I've got a stack of, you guessed it, Bronze Age horror that I'm going to show you now. And we'll start with the DC books. And again, this is maybe a third of what I got. I got enough to maybe fill a short box, but I'm only going to show you a third of them. So, House of Mystery 206. This is awesome Scarecrow cover by Tony DiZuniga, I believe is who this is. And I also look for 205 as well. 205 and 206 are two of my favorite covers in House of Mystery. So very happy to find that. House of Mystery 217. This is not high grade. It's more mid grade, but awesome Haunted Tree Bernie Wrightson cover. Jack Sparling. So House of Secrets. 105. Nice Jack Sparling cover. 97. So classic Gothic bronze cover, House of Secrets 97. I believe this is Jack Sparling as well. Really soft, gray tones on this and nice condition as well. And a nice price tag on it as well. All right. House of Mystery 211 Bernie Wrightson cover. This Unexpected 122. This is a Dick Giordano cover, but one of my favorite unexpected covers, right? With this lady who's in a trance coming through the door, the full moon in the background. You see the shadow on the ground here of whomever is inside the house. Awesome, awesome cover. Watch out for this cover, guys. It's my prediction is it's going to get popular. Not just from me showing here, but between now and Halloween, we're almost halfway between last Halloween and this Halloween. You watch, that'll get popular. All right, Detective Comics, right? 425, classic rights and cover, nice grade. This is mid grade, but another really gothic bronze cover. House of Secrets, 89. And who did this cover? Why don't I know? It's escaping me. I will put it on the screen. I don't remember off the top of my head. Gothic bronze cover, mid grade. Says 5.5 on here, but I'm thinking I can get it to a 6.0 pretty easily, right? But very, very nice, solid 6.0. Tough book to find. Another Wrightson cover, House Secrets 93. You gotta love Wrightson. Joe Kubert cover. Let's do Weird War Tales. What is it? Issue 52. Classic skull cover, the huge skull in the background. Nazi cover. I've shown that one before. I got a couple Wonder Womans. All right. These are the last of the DC books. So I got issue 199. And I think this is, oh my gosh, what is his name? Johnson? I'm embarrassing myself that I don't remember his name right now. And then issue 196, which classic bondage cover. And also it says Murphy Anderson pedigree, so there's a COA with that as well. So that's pretty cool. And again, paid up for these. You got to do that at some of these cons if you want to get the books. One Marvel book. I think I got one Marvel book the entire show, and it's Werewolf by Night number 10. And why do I get this book whenever I see it? Because it's Tom Sutton. He did issue 9 and issue 10. Issue 9, I don't think is as nice as issue 10, but I get it because it's Tom Sutton. Pretty cool. Bondage cover, right? The ladies down there, I think they were down in the sewers or something. But this thing is near mint. It's beautiful. All right. On to Charlton. Midnight Tales number 1, Wayne Howard cover in a really, really nice grade. Wayne Howard, I believe, I don't remember if he did the writing in this book or not, but he did the cover work. And I also believe I put these two together back to back, Ghost Manor 45, because I believe Wayne Howard did the cover to this one as well. They look very similar with their artwork, so I'm pretty sure this is Wayne Howard. And and by the way, I got a few of these. These have the COAs for the Don Rosa pedigree collection. So I don't know. Depending on what grade I can get on these when I clean and press them, maybe some of these will go in and get sent to CGC if I think I can get, 9.0 or above. And if I can get a pedigree label, but I've got to talk to CGC about that. I believe this is a Ditko cover, Haunted 41. You can just tell, right? The ones that are a little more cartoonish, but it's pretty cool having death on there. And this thing is every bit of near mint. All right, again, another Don Rosa book. All right. Tom Sutton, Ghost Manor number 18. I always call this the Strawberry Shortcake book. Near mint, Don Rosa. This X is just a label on the outside here, I think, just because they use a different barcode. Another near mint book, another Ditko book, Ghost Manor 46. Down here it says all Ditko art, so that's how you know it's a Ditko cover. But you also know just because of his style, right? But near mint condition, Don Rosa. And then this is an awesome cover. Painted. So this is Monster Hunters number 1. Painted cover by Don Newton, just with this serpent, sea serpent, whatever it is, and these people on the rocks that are trying to survive. Near mint condition. Beautiful painted cover. Don Newton, who we don't talk about very often. All right. That is not a Don Rosa book, but this 90% chance this is going to CGC. All right. Haunted number 15, bondage cover by our buddy Tom Sutton. We got a few Tom Sutton books today. So this one's picking up steam as well. A lot of people are catching on to this book. Ghostly Tales 108, same thing. Tom Sutton gaining momentum. Just that demon cover, Lucifer, whatever it is, devil cover. Beautiful. Tom Sutton, Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves, number 60, I think. Yep, number 60. All right. And the last two are not Tom Sutton. All right. I have shown this one before. Ghostly Tales 123, werewolf cover. Love this cover. Mike Zeck. He has his name somewhere. Oh, hard to see, but it's on the side here. Mike Zeck, amazing werewolf cover in my opinion. Ghostly Tales 123, and last but not least, one that I do not know if I've shown before, but I am enjoying this one the more I look at it. Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves 46. This is San Ho Kim. I've talked about San Ho Kim before, and he does great work. And this book, I don't know what it is about it, but the more I look at it, every time I see it, the more I fall in love with it, so to speak. And it is really, really nice grade. There are a couple white specks here. It's part of the printing on there. So that should not affect the grade, but I'm thinking near mint on this one. Beautiful cover, San Ho Kim. All right, so that's it. That's all I had to show you. I have a whole bunch more stuff down here in the short box, but we're not going to go through it. So C2E2, fantastic. Thank you to the organizers for giving me a creator's badge to get in there. I could have gotten in there all weekend. I did not have a chance to go on Saturday and Sunday, unfortunately, but thumbs up. I love the show. Great show. And again, even though it's only about 10% comics, there are great vendors there, and they're still, right, when you take 10% of 1,000 booths, you still have a ton of comic booths in there. So bring your wallet, right, to get the good stuff, but it's stuff you can't find at other shows. So hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what books you like. Let me know if you were there and what your thoughts are about the show. And this weekend we have the Detroit Comic Book Show, the 3rd annual one coming up. So I'll take some video of that, probably buy some stuff, and post that in a few days. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, have a great day.